4 o'clock. In attendance, we have Mr. Johnston, Mr. Milligan, Mr. Lemoy, Mr. Persia. And, everybody else. I mean, and other people that are supposed to, and some that are not even supposed to be here. It's great.
Well, for the minutes, I need names.
All right, Bob Henry,
Bob Henry,
okay.
And
Jordan.
Matt
Jordan.
Jordan,
Yes.
Stephen Coates. And Hugh Weatherby and Monica Rowe.
Hugh
Weatherby.
I got the guy in the end in the green shirt
Hugh Weatherby.
with the whiskers. Does he have a name?
Hugh Weatherby.
Hugh Weatherby.
Hugh, H-U-E.
Hugh Weatherby.
Oh, it's H-U-E? Oh, I've been spelling it all this time. I always thought it was H-E-H.
Okay. Thank you.
Congratulations. All right, so next is approval of the August 5, 2026 minutes. We have a motion to approve.
No, wait a minute. Kulacz?
Yes.
Okay. And got some question marks down in here. Where are
I
they?
think we'll give them when we're discussing the minutes.
All right, go ahead.
Well, that's he asked.
So yes, we
Yeah.
need a motion, then we can discuss this all,
Oh,
the stupid procedure thing.
okay.
Go ahead.
So
So we need a motion.
I'll move to accept.
thank you.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, any discussion?
Yes. Go
Okay.
ahead, Jonathan.
The speed trailer that the PD got valued at $12,000 with a useful life of what?
Of what? Yeah, that's a question.
And we don't have an answer.
I don't remember if the chief said that last year. If Brian said last week, what it was, or
I'm trying to remember,
I don't remember.
because it was used when he got it.
Right.
He figured, I think he was figuring another 3 to 4 years out of it.
Let's see.
Well, you need to pick a number.
Hang on, maybe I might have something here. That's the wrong guy. Let's say 10 years for now.
It can be changed, it can always be changed later. Yeah.
Okay.
Start with 10, yeah, right? Any other points that you have, Tom?
It just says the radar speed trailer, 12 grand. Didn't get a
Okay.
time frame. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Don't get too hasty. Where is he, Mr. Ryan? I don't want to answer. Where is he, Ryan? There we go, come on. Open.
You gotta think about it.
Yeah, it's coming. Police, portable radar, here he comes. Okay, so let's see. Radar, 10 years.
What a good guess.
Huh?
10.
Starting at when?
Do you have any other points you want to discuss? Tom?
We haven't gotten that far. We're not gonna worry about that. So make our life difficult. Oh, shit.
Then
So-
I would move to amend the motion to
No,
approve as amended with 10 years
I'll second.
insert.
for the discussion?
Yeah. You want more?
Oh, yeah, I have
Oh,
a
you
few
got one
questions.
more. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, not a lot more, but three or four. The first one is about the 3 ambulances. It says the plan in the middle of the paragraph. It reads, the minutes read, the plan is to order a replacement in 2027, pay for it in 2028, and take delivery in 2029. That was not what I recalled. I thought that first ambulance, we talked about trying to get approval from the Board of Selectmen to order it this year, right now, like in 2026. This says 2027. So I think we all agreed we would attempt or request the Board of Selectmen to
It
order
has
it.
not come to the board yet.
I understand that, but my point is, as far as minutes, we agreed to try to order a replacement in 2026 with a hopeful delivery of 2028.
Yeah.
Because we talked about a 2-year lead time, right?
Correct.
Am I right,
Yes,
Stephen?
correct,
Isn't that
yeah.
what we all agreed on?
Yeah.
So I think we should correct the minutes to say what we agreed on at that meeting. Order it in 2026 and hope for a delivery in 2028.
Okay.
That won't change your thing though, by the way.
My numbers, no.
No,
The
no,
only-
but it's
the
just a
original
correction to the
number that
minutes.
Was the life expectancy of the Lucases, which I did some research on.
Well, all right. So go ahead, any other things you have?
Yeah, a couple more, that was one.
Mhm.
The next one, a little bit further down, it says, the committee decided to delete the spreadsheet line for vents, stretchers, and Lucas.
Correct.
I don't think it says monetary replacements will come with the purchase of new ambulances. Well, I think we agreed not just to delete those lines, but to include that equipment with any new ambulance orders. Isn't that correct?
Yes, and the answer is to delete line 55. Line 55 on the CIP.
Right.
See it right here. It's a duplicate, because you have the vents, the stairs, and the chairs
Right.
and the things below.
Oh, so the minutes correct the way they're written? Is
I
all I'm
believe so,
asking?
yes.
Oh, all right, fine. Okay. The next one is, it says in the middle of the police department paragraph, after the words, just to locate, $12,000 for 7 vests, it says patrol rifles
Mhm.
should be replaced. Why is the word patrol there? Didn't understand those to be patrol equipment.
Who knows, that's why. Oh, no, they are gonna be.
They carry them on
They
patrol.
carry them on
They
patrol.
do?
Yeah.
Just count?
They do.
That said, that was the question.
Yep.
And 2 more questions, I think. Car 6 was purchased 2020 and is scheduled to be replaced in 2028, okay, not 2029. Why does it say not 2029?
Well, that was what was on the board to begin with, and
Oh,
then we
what?
changed it in the meeting.
Oh, that's what you were, okay, all right, enough said. The committee, and the last thing, the committee intends to establish a reserve account for sidewalk construction and maintenance. I think we were all said, and we realized that we don't get to establish a reserve
We would
account.
recommend.
We would recommend to the Board of Selectmen
Yes.
to have a ballot question to establish such a
That's
fund.
correct.
I think the minutes should reflect
I
that,
think
not
that's
that they
correct.
shouldn't
How
say
would-
that we
how would
intend
you
to
like to
establish a fund.
How would you like?
The committee intends, no, the committee will recommend to the Board of Selectmen.
Go ahead, Tom.
Intends to recommend.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Well,
Let's recommend
Go ahead.
to the Board of Selectmen, the creation of a reserve account, et cetera. That's all, that's it.
Nice editing. Good work. All
Okay.
right,
Yeah.
so can we get a motion? Any other discussion?
Any other discussion, Scott?
No, motion on the table to accept as amended.
Okay, and it's seconded by?
I'll second the motion.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, none, passes, thank you very much. Good work, you got one thing done. And the second thing is, we town administrator comments. Who's Chad? Okay, so we don't have that.
Not yet.
No, not Chad, he'll be there, maybe he'll be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stephen was kind enough to have passed out a new version of the EMS spreadsheet. You should have one. It's not on the agenda, but we'll take it up
Let's take it up. Yeah.
as it's here. Let's see. EMS. So what did we change here, Stephen?
So you
Took out
asked,
the beds. Yep,
you had asked that I get a life expectancy on our Lucases, which is 10 years.
okay.
And then, you'd also asked that I got replacement costs on today's values of what the ambulances would be. And I also did the car, which the car was 72, the ambulances were 465.
I'm sorry, but I don't find those numbers that you're talking to when I look at the piece of paper. Am I?
Sorry.
Oh, wait, maybe.
After the big blue strip, oh yeah, there's 2, fires is.
Fires.
The one with the brown strip up near the top?
Yeah.
Go just above from the
465.
bottom.
Thank you.
Thank you. Got it.
So the 465 is new. What was the other number, Steve?
The car 2, we had put a
Car
value of like 60.
72?
And it's actually 72 if you were to replace it equipped.
Monitors are up to 180 now, right?
Yeah, that's 3 of them.
Oh, that's a thought.
Chairs and Lucas's are all changed as well, correct?
The Lucases, that was per unit. The price went up a little bit, but it still falls within our budget. or the stair chairs went up a little
That
bit.
went up to 17.5 and thence, okay,
Vents are okay, they're still at the same.
yeah, okay, thank you. So that's good. All right, I appreciate that. Anything else?
No, that was it. Those were the corrections you asked me to find out for you.
Yes, thank you so
Just wanted
much.
to make sure I.
Appreciate that. Yeah, thank you very much.
So I'm trying to remember, did we said monitors would be included with the ambulances?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, so I guess I'm a little confused. Why are we still carrying them as a separate line item?
Well, we're gonna have to put them in in a year. I mean, we could theoretically tie them together,
I
but,
thought,
Oh,
I
we're gonna
thought
have
we
that
were gonna,
conversation.
I thought you were gonna do,
well,
All right.
I could put them in the same year. You
in
know
the
what I
same
mean?
year, or you, I don't know when, someday maybe, just like with police cruisers.
Understood,
A couple of years ago, we decided that a police cruiser,
right,
from there on out,
with,
the number would include the outfitting.
I think we could do
And I
that.
wonder if, I thought you were heading that way with the.
Yeah, I was gonna sit down with Aiden and.
I can, no problem.
I can
We can
walk
wait.
twice this week.
As long.
You
Okay,
guys
keep
laugh.
going.
It's not funny.
It's only hump day.
Yeah. All right. So that's that. All right. So now let's go to fire. To fire department. Have a pretty extensive list of things that we can just go through with fire. I hope it'll help us move faster and easier than before. Fire on there. Come on, fire. There we go. Just good. And then on this thing. Fire. Good. All right, so we got fire. So let's start with review of the individual engines. Okay. So the first one obviously is engine one. This there. You guys have said, oh, guess what?
Here we go.
We got a new one. It's lovely. It's like,
Surprise.
so. We're not used to this, by the way. Usually we have to ferret through all this stuff, you know? Okay.
That's nice.
All right.
Great.
So engine one appears to be, the same, right? Let me get this, it's got nothing on it right now. Thank you. So engine one there is, everything square business, 20 years, right? 2031, 2035.
The
So that's all
replacement cost has gone up.
The replacement cost engine one.
In 75,
Oh, quoted price. Now we have a 975.
yeah.
Okay.
Those babies are expensive.
Yeah, well, that's, you know, that's life.
Yeah.
Would assume that engine number two would also be 975 as as a replacement cost. We're gonna make both of those 975 now.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and engine two, just that replacement was ordered last year.
Yeah.
But
So,
that's okay.
but
A
yes,
current replacement cost today would be around 975. And we use that number to project in the future, even
Yeah.
if it's 10 years or 15 years down the road. So.
Correct. All right. And let's see, engine number two. So again, and that's a 20-year, and we're talking 2028. So that's the same in terms of replacement timeframes, correct? Yep. Yes. Good. Okay, now, engine number three has not yet been ordered, right? Has this been ordered? It's not been ordered.
no,
And do we have the configuration yet of what we want to order?
Not yet.
Okay,
Looking at a couple different avenues, one that they looked at previously and another one that we looked at, but the company hasn't gotten back to us.
yeah, okay.
And we don't know if it's actually allowed in the US. So
it's Canadian product.
it's a Canadian.
Oh, I see, we're
So
talking
with
Trump
the
and
tariffs,
Yeah, okay, great, yeah, nice, that's helpful.
So the standing price that we have right now for a replacement, like a new order of a Quinn would be 14,
$1.4 million.
$1,400,000.
Yeah,
So if I may, A year ago, when we were talking about that engine and the lat replacement theory and all that. I think we were gonna kick it to the Board of Selectmen for a recommendation of whether the extra money for a ladder truck made sense for this town or not. I think we said that last year.
Last
Have we done
discussion,
that since then? Do we know? what the
last
town's-
discussion I remember, we're gonna wait till we got our new configuration of chief
Mhm.
and then bring it back for
I think
discussion
that makes sense, right?
for necessities.
Right.
And then it would go through with the selectmen.
Sure.
And so, so it hasn't been ordered and we don't know those configuration yet.
Including whether it will be a ladder truck or not, right?
But we're expecting that we're gonna probably try to get that, in 2029. Which would mean we would have to order next year sometime.
Pretty soon, yeah.
Correct?
Not even, I would say not, I would add that, not even next year sometime, but probably early next year, given lead time in those babies.
Well, unless it's coming from Canada, then they might be able to get it.
Right now, believe it or not, right now, the lead time on a ladder truck is 2 years.
Oh,
And the
really?
Lead time on an engine is 3.
Yeah, yeah.
Is what?
Go figure,
3.
go figure.
That's what I was thinking. I had a 3-year number in my head.
The plan
So like the engine that we ordered last year, the lead time was 3 years. And the ladder truck is still sitting at a 2-year lead time, which blows my mind.
Yeah.
Cause there's a lot more to them, but it's still less of a lead time.
I mean,
Gotcha. So don't get me wrong now. I understand there's a lot of useful features of a ladder truck, combined ladder truck. I heard all those words last year. We decided that we didn't think this committee had enough, I'll say authority on our own to recommend an extra $400,000+
I disagree.
ladder
I think
type
that we
truck.
have the ability to recommend anything that we want
We
to
can,
recommend.
but again, it was gonna be discussed by the Board of Selectmen, you know.
Make it
about-
Last year, we started with the higher number to guarantee we were covered.
That's
There you go.
correct.
Okay, I'll buy that. Fine.
Yeah.
That
So
makes
that's
sense, yeah.
kind of where we are.
To try to plan for that.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I'm good.
Okay, that's good. So that's engine 1, engine 2, engine 3. The freight line or tanker. That guy is being phased out eventually, correct?
In
Yes.
this plan.
In this plan.
So if the ladder comes in, then I would be phased.
That's
out.
correct.
Ladder truck with enough water capacity.
So
Right.
the water
Yeah, yeah.
capacity is going up, but it's if you lose your tanker for what we have for engines and then don't have the 500 on it.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I understand. I
The
agree.
way that it worked out, we had more water on the road
Right,
with,
Yes.
with the plan we had in place.
correct. I
But if
remember
we
that, yeah.
lose the ladder, we're still gonna need that piece of apparatus.
Right.
So it's gonna
Right,
be
right,
phased
right.
out. We're
I
not
gotcha.
gonna, the plan is to keep that
In Asia.
forever.
Yeah.
Never give it away, just in case. Right, but eventually, we're not gonna buy a new one of those. We're gonna buy a engine number 3 with a ladder, hopefully. Correct.
I'm not, that's fine. I'm not opposed to that plan. I just believe it warrants broader town discussion, that's all.
Well, yeah, we could.
Yeah, otherwise, my concern is it will get shut down in March. And you get nothing, you know? That's why I think it's important to have it reviewed, but in broader public venue, that's all.
I agree.
Yeah, that's all.
So will the tanker be actually phased out of service when the ladder truck comes in?
We'll run it until we have to phase it out of service, was the plan.
Yeah, and then, yes, and whether or not, we're not gonna sell it or anything, we're gonna keep it around, is the thought.
The thing is, the state will only allow you to run fire apparatus X number of years, and the state will tell you it's out of service
Even a tanker?
due to AS. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So keep using it as long as possible, I think is the word I'm hearing.
We don't have to plan for a replacement.
We will not replace it. Let's
Okay.
just use the one we have for as long as possible.
All right, the thing that we call on this thing, the inter-rescue.
Inter is international, I think.
know.
All right.
I got that. Let's see what we have for the National Rescue. 574, so the numbers all stay the same. There was this thing that Carrie Ann had found that, in 2026, we made a deposit on that of $292,500.
For the new one
For
that's
the new one.
coming in, yeah.
Right.
That has not landed yet.
Yeah, and when do we expect that to come in?
So it is in build phase, so I'm gonna guess it's gonna be early next year from where they're at right now.
So you think 2027? So the punchline is that in 2027, we're gonna have to pay another
You
200.
know the build of trucks. Can I ask, when do you think? Early next year?
No, the last pictures I saw a month ago, they should have this one.
So somewhere between now and.
They got the body pretty much built on it, so.
Right, so I guess the question is, do we plan on,
Yeah.
well, if that comes out of payment for this year, it'll come out this year, but in our plan, should we plan for it in pay for it in 2027? You, what's your thought? I mean, do we have to take delivery when they show up and pay for it?
Yeah, that money's all
Yeah.
earmarked for that already.
Yes, it is. I know it's in the capital reserve account. It's there, it physically exists.
Yeah, normally you have to pay upon delivery or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that deposit was worked in there, so we got the discount on the bucks.
Right, but, so we're thinking that we're gonna have to pay for that in 2026.
Yes.
Okay, so that means.
26 or 26.
This year, right now,
This year.
because Hugh said he thought it should be delivered by fall.
Oh, okay.
That's what I heard the service say.
Yes, so.
I mean, I got pictures of
Yes,
it from a
that's
month
good.
and a half ago. The body's pretty much all built. I don't know if they're waiting for parts. I'm not involved in the process anymore, so couldn't tell you.
But you made your best guess. You think they might deliver it this fall, in which case, yes, we would have to.
I would plan on the 26th,
for
if
it
that's
this year,
paying
yeah.
27.
Well, I think the point, yeah, I think the
Yeah.
point that I'm trying to get at is if we put it in that we believe it's gonna be paid in 2026. Right, then that would change the future requirements
25.
moving forward.
A little bit.
That resets the
Yes.
clock for,
Exactly. So, if you could, just check in with them and say, we're gonna get this in 2026 or we're gonna get it in 2027. And let us know, just send me a note or whatever, that would be helpful. Okay, any other, good? Okay. Okay. The thing that we call on here, the Chevy 1-ton utility, right?
Wait a minute. I got questions about.
Yes, sir.
International Rescue.
Right.
It's recommended for 2025 and the budget year is 2044.
Right, because it's been ordered and they were assuming, what's the useful life on that one, by the way? 25.
25 years.
So if it shows up in 26, how many years would that take you out to, 2025?
I see Tom's question. I'm thinking that number right there that says 2044
Yes.
should say 2026. Because we expect that vehicle this year. Then the next one might be 2044,
Yeah.
but it would be the next
this
one.
is
It
some
wouldn't be
kind of
this
a-
one. Right?
Some kind of a technical, because this is forecast by through all the equipment, right?
That vehicle was supposed to land last year. They're over the build date. by a
Oh, I see.
Substantial amount of time.
Delete, yeah, okay.
so what are they going to discount us for failure to complete the
So
contract?
the way the contract.
Go, I like that guy.
The
I
way
like
the
that, yeah.
Contract is written, it is open-ended, it was not, glued for that build date. So that was gonna be a question that's gonna have to go to, probably the town attorney to see if there's anything we can do about it.
Yeah, see that thing, the spreadsheet is
Probably
not
not.
working properly there. Right?
So it should be 2026 instead of 2044.
Well, I think, yes, the budgeted year clearly should be in 2026.
Yeah.
The equation for that line's
Right.
wrong.
And then that would then reset and go another 25 years out
After
into
that,
the
yeah.
future,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that's another issue. Spreadsheet needs work. If only we had somebody who would do it.
Only we had
That's a
somebody-
turtle joke.
If we only had somebody that was capable. We don't have anybody on here that's under 50.
Well, No, it's not, it's not, well, we,
No, he doesn't
never mind,
mean
I don't want,
this
we
committee,
don't wanna
he
waste
means
time, we don't wanna
town.
waste these guys' time, let's not waste their time on this
No, no,
stuff,
no,
okay?
that's fine.
Let's move forward with the Chevy 110 utility. I guess my question is this the, and I believe it is this the Silverado, right, 3,500 as well? Is that that's what that vehicle
Yes.
is?
Yeah, it's the forestry.
Yeah, we have, we're trying to clean up naming things. There's a thing that we do with Primex, which is the insurer, right? And when a new vehicle comes in, theoretically, it goes to them and we send them a name and they put it on their list as this
I
thing.
believe in the spring, we clarified all of that with carrying, because I went through that process.
Well, that was my mechanics report that I generated to try to get these guys to get it straightened out. And she and Aiden were doing it, and this is the results that we have, is we still have I asked for a process, if they would come up with a process to clean all that up so that we can have the same naming convention and all of these things, so we wouldn't have to have this confusion every year, and I'm still waiting to get a response on that.
And
So eventually, hopefully they'll,
some of that,
because that's not our responsibility to do that, it's theirs.
yeah, but some of that I can tell you from a fact.
Sir.
You can send Primax or the state of New Hampshire your list of equipment.
Doesn't matter.
And what you get back, you don't know.
It's, well, it's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. So the office might have cleaned that up.
They have.
The list that came back might need cleaning again.
Well, I'm just saying that they know they know that
Mhm.
the dichotomy exists. And, you know, we're waiting for them to clean it up. As also as part of that whole process that we went through. Right, there were some things that were not on the list. Nobody knew they existed, you know, so it's been a cleanup process and we'll get there. We're not gonna get there this year, but maybe by the end of next year. But in any event, so that's what that is. And according to the mechanic believes that that's in pretty good condition. So will it last until 2035 or 2034? Do we know what kind of condition it's in?
I think it's in pretty decent shape.
Yeah, okay, so that jives, that's good. All right.
As long as the load on it doesn't break it in half.
All right, and then there's another one, the next one is the Tahoe, right? Okay, that's the Tahoe on the mechanics. He believes that's also in pretty good condition. It doesn't seem to have too many miles on it. The mileage is not correct, by the way. Last year's mileage, not the
I'm
latest.
Curious on that vehicle, on the
Sure,
major increase in price. We were estimating 65,000 a year ago, and now it's almost 95,000.
So.
Wow. Is that because we've included equipment that wasn't there
Exactly, yeah.
before?
So the
Ah, all right.
baseline price on that vehicle is around 68,000.
All right, fine. Plus
Radio,
equipment.
yeah, radio
Got it.
and lighting totals a little over 20.
Yeah, okay.
all right, so we got a new full replacement cost, if you will.
Yeah.
And that includes, just equipment, with equipment?
With equipment,
Yeah.
radio, lighting,
Yeah, no, right. that's fine.
everything that.
Does a computer go in there, like a police car?
No,
No. Oh, interesting. Okay.
All right, so that's that one. So that's with equipment. Costs and dollars, okay. An easy one. Let's do the rescue boat. And
I'm confused. We were going down the list.
yeah,
Rescue.
you're going down your
Then
list.
it's
I go, yeah, mine here,
SCBA.
today.
CTV.
I have a reason for doing it in the sequence that I.
Oh, all right, keep going. I don't care. That's
Yeah,
all.
So now we're up to
There's
rescue boat.
Yeah.
When I spoke to Chief Olson before he left, I had a meeting with him. He thought that it might be a good idea to get a Quonset hut and move the boat and the trailer, pulls it around, push it into a Quonset hut. And then you would have room for your third, engine.
we had talked about that last year too.
Does that make sense?
We talked about splitting the Connex boxes out there and putting them on phone.
So what do you guys want to do? What would be?
I think
$3
personally,
million renovation.
Yeah, no, we got that. We already had that in the works. We got that one ready too.
So you ain't gonna worry about it. It's all good.
But I think in the short term, I don't know, what would a building like that cost? Anybody, any roughly quants of thing?
I just heard a little something that caught my interest. You guys just talked about splitting in a couple of other shipping containers like?
We have two shipping containers.
Okay, so a little bit like, if I may, down at Route 4, at the bottom of Roberts Road, the logging operation, the guy got two shipping containers with a roof over it. Is that what you're talking about?
They put a truss
Okay,
roof on
so
top.
they're not talking about a building now, they're just talking about like a cover, an awning.
That's one thing that these guys are
A roof.
I was telling them what my
I
conversation
understand.
with Chief Olson was.
They were
He-
covered.
He would have preferred a Quonset hut. So I think at some point in time, it would be helpful if you guys could, when you get your new chief, or however you want to do it, let us know what would be an ideal plan in the short term to house that thing forever, basically, and create the room that you need.
Well, you just said might be a good idea.
Well, that was, we had the conversation with Chris as well. And
Yep.
I never remember the word Quonset hut because we talked about splitting the containers, which essentially makes a Quonset hut. out of
It
that.
does, kind of, yeah.
So I'm
yeah.
assuming that might have been the path that he was talking about,
Yeah, so
because we've been talking about that for a long time.
like specific notes with him.
Yeah, I know, I get it.
Yeah.
You should see
I have a
my
question about that a little bit.
squirrel.
If you do that, how do you enclose the front and back for snow, for blizzards?
Build a wall.
See, now you're.
Build a wall. Build a wall and then you put an overhead door in.
You, yeah,
There's any number of ways, so.
whatever, yeah.
But
good idea.
what I'm asking for,
Yeah.
what we're asking for is, what,
Numbers.
what would you like to propose?
Yeah.
Right, and then we can put it as a plan.
Yeah.
And
I
then.
think the quickest and cheapest way is to split the two containers and put a truss roof on it, close it in.
Okay,
Sounds like a good idea.
Because then two of your walls are already built.
Yeah, right.
And a stable base to support the roof.
And very stable base, yeah.
I think that, when you make a recommendation to this committee, you should, think about both short and long term. And don't worry about the money. Right? I mean, the issue is you guys have needs, right? And what we want to hear from you is the needs. Right? And what would be your wish list, if you will, right? And that way, we can then assess based on everything that goes on, whether or not it should be A or B, and, you know, what we would or would not recommend.
When I think of a Quonset hut, I think of a tubular structure with.
Yeah.
Well, we've got-
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the steel one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then that's.
You also have
Yeah.
where the Snowmobile Club, that's a town-owned Quonset hut.
So in any event, if you guys could come back with, you know, here's what we would like to do to move the boat and the trailer into it, right? And that would create the room that we need for the engine 3 when it shows up. Because there's going to be a whole other discussion at some point in time about buildings and what we expand and.
Yeah, I heard he was telling us.
We got a
something
$2 million
about the wash bay in
ticket.
it, And I thought that was for a high.
Well, there is that. That's a whole other story. That's another thing for the highway.
Right, but he was telling us that, oh, there was plans to put an addition onto the firehouse with a wash bay. I'm like, no, there wasn't.
No, it
But
was,
okay.
it was highway.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay, never mind.
So, I mean, but those are all things that we need to, you know, address, but in the short term, if you would tell us what you want to do to move the boat out, right, that would be good. Right, and we can get us a rough estimate, you know, some number. Okay? All right, so that's coming back. Good. Okay, good. So let's go rescue boat itself. No issues there, correct? No, okay, so rescue boat is good. The cost of the Mercury engine. I think, I'm not mistaken, I got a number, chief threw out. Chief, Mercury engine, $10,000 to get that same engine that's there now. Anybody have any idea what a Mercury engine, like whatever that engine is?
No. So we priced the pricing that's here and the pricing that we got was as a package. Not a motor individually.
So you think it's $20,000 to replace the boat and the motor?
22. It went up. I'm sure it's because of what's going on.
So you think that's the rescue boat with the motor?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question. Is that boat a Zodiac? inflatable or is it a rigid?
No, it's a
It's a Zodiac.
Zodiac.
Zodiac,
Yes.
okay, thank you, I understand.
So now it's 22K boat and motor, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to get a better deal on the package instead of buying the motor separately.
Well, with a Zodiac, yeah, I think you'd want to get a package, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not quite,
That's fine. For planning purposes, that's
this is,
That's
perfect.
fine.
Thank you.
this has been researched.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. Next, the UTV and UTV trailer. All right, so, let's see what you guys are saying about that guy. You think that the numbers are good? I guess my question was, whether or not the UTV has it appears a useful life of 20 years. And that would take us to 46, but it was purchased when was it purchased? 23. So 23, that's the trailer. When was the UTV? They purchased together, right?
Trailer was a year later.
Was it a year later?
So the trailer was in 23, so you think the UTV was
It
2022?
was a 22.
Okay, and 20 would take us to 42, not 43, right? 42 will replace all of them in 42. Right? Is that what we're saying? Yeah, because you gotta replace them at the same time. Now, you're not gonna,
Yes.
Yeah, because the town denied the trailer the year after.
Yeah.
So that's how I know it's a year before.
okay, thank you. You much appreciated that. So we're gonna go with, now, he also mentioned that, there might be a need for a different kind of a UTV. And I was not, I'm not a gear guy and I don't get it, but it was something about one was better for, one thing and there was another kind.
So we multi-purpose our UTV between wildlands fire and rescue.
Mhm.
So the skid unit that we have in the back sits up high, so our patient sits up high in the skid unit, which throws off the balance on the rig.
Mhm.
That is what he was talking about.
Okay,
And think if I'm wrong, but I think there's a better way to go in and balance it rather than having two vehicles that
okay,
for the use that we have of them. So we rather explore options than
get two.
get two.
Okay. So, right now, we're talking about replacing that. Well, I guess my question then is if this is not safest way to do some things that you have to do because it throws the thing off balance. Is that something that we're thinking about remediating in the short term? Or are we gonna wait until 2042 to?
We've had conversations about trying to remediate it now so that when we go out and rescue with it.
Yeah.
We're strictly going out and rescue and some of those ideas pulling the skid from the back of the unit within the footplate. So it can the skid unit can be lifted and the UTV can be driven right out from underneath. So we're looking at it.
All right, but right now you don't wanna be, asking for a new vehicle.
Another 45,000 for a vehicle that we're not, the used over anything else, right?
Yeah.
So can we justify the use for public safety? Or are we just being greedy, right?
Mhm.
And honestly, if we ask for it, I personally, and I'm not a taxpayer in this town, I admit it to everybody. I think that's just greedy. And I think it's silly. I think we need to kind of work with what we have on this.
How much does that skid unit weigh? It's in it.
When it's full of water, great question. I'd have to get you an exact number.
Cause it wouldn't be too hard even in that enclosed trailer.
I'm thinking
It's about 700 pounds full.
So it wouldn't be that hard to have a frame that you can just, hook and winch to.
And the other
That's
thing-
you'd have to make a whole rigged up section in there to do that because the trailer is.
That's why I said you could put a
Yeah.
framework in there.
And that's what we were thinking. We were also looking at the point of maybe pulling the bed unit off, since it's got the stock bed, and putting a solid mount frame, frame mounted bed onto it, where it will drop that gap and take out some of that play because it's factory dump bed. So
Okay, so on the mechanics report, he lists these things as the UTV, the Ranger 1000, is that what?
Yes.
And the trailer is the 8.5 by 20.
Yes,
Answer is yes to that question. And in terms of the replacement, you think 20 years is enough, too much, should be less? Because I think there was some.
I'd say
question
it's right in the ballpark.
Right, so that's okay then. Okay, almost done. Let's go to there, my crazy list is, self-contained breathing apparatus. What have you done there? Nothing. That seems to be okay. Way it's listed, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't gotten another quote back from the company for replacement costs.
So the way it is, it's okay.
Yes,
Who you're using now? What brand?
and I said,
Right, turnout gear, same story, looks like it's okay.
can I ask a question about?
Absolutely.
So it's in our CIP.
Yep.
Last year it came out of our operating budget. Why?
Don't ask me, I don't deal with that.
I think that's one of those items where we're trying to separate the listing because of the value of it. It's under CIP. But in the management of payment in the budget committee, it was still under your operating budget.
It was pulled from the,
That should have been a mistake. It should have been pulled because those are CIP items because of value. So if it was pulled from your operating budget, that was more of a bookkeeping error than, and this is where we had some confusion that we've discussed, and that's why you see the blue lines in there. Those are leased items and stuff, because we were getting into that problem of where does the money come from?
yeah, so it was pulled out of our budget. It was paid out of our operating, and it was bought, received, and turned in 2005, and it came out of the 2026 operating budget. So it messed up our years. It messed up our budgets because of how something went.
That's a question for the finance director, really.
Yeah.
Should really ask Carrie Ann that question. What happened?
Just keep it,
But I just wanted to make it known, like,
just keep in mind too, for any of your equipment, if it's in your operating budget or you have anything ordered, say you order in the fall of 26, and then they say, we can't get it to you till spring of 27.
yeah,
As long as in there, you can encumber that money, so it doesn't go to the general fund. It carries over to still pay for it.
it should have been paid. And I'm not sure why it wasn't. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Like the receding, the stuff landed within that year. And it didn't need to be encumbered, so it never happened, so then I don't know.
So all I'm saying, I guess the only way to get your answer is.
That's a financial.
No, and I'll approach that, I just wanted.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's on here, so I wanted to find out
Yeah.
what's going on.
Sure.
Yeah, it went on here because we decided to buy full sets of
Yeah.
turnout gear. It's over 10 grand to buy your 4 sets per year, whatever you've been getting.
Yeah, so you can basically put money into your capital reserve account and go rather than have it hit in any one particular year.
Right.
So that's why it's there, but it was a mistake, obviously, and that's the way that goes, nobody's perfect. All right, so that's turnout gear.
I'm proof of that.
I'm with you. We're all pretty bad. There's nobody in this room that can throw stones on that one.
You got a
So,
question, ask it, you know what I mean, like, that's all.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, turnout gear. That was just purchased, right? In 2026?
So that's gonna be a yearly purchase, and that's why I question like,
Okay,
don't forget, you have 30 firefighters that need gear, or however many you have. Gear's only good for 10 years, so that's a continuous kind of revolving, so we're buying gear more than just once every 10 years.
Right.
When we're buying 3 sets, so. It's
So
nice,
what you do, you buy 3 at a time?
Yeah.
Basically 3 per year?
3 per year.
Yeah, got it.
So. Or as needed, right?
so,
Or as needed,
If we
yeah.
don't
So we
need
should-
3 of them, we don't buy.
Yeah, you need 2, yeah. I see.
But sometimes, depending on circumstances, you might need more
Right.
because of
True.
damage.
And,
Yeah,
yeah, and if we,
that could be
you know, if the year
yeah.
before we didn't, and we can always recover that money.
Alright, so
Even if
the
it's-
answer is that, right now, it looks like we are planning on waiting 10 years to buy the next set of turnout. And what you're telling me,
And this yearly.
that's okay.
Yeah.
This is why we're here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What is the, purchasing plan?
The life expectancy on a set of gear is 10 years.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
got it.
And so I guess, we need to know how many pieces of gear do you have? I guess that's the first question. How many turnout gear equipment sets do we have?
That I couldn't tell you off the top. of my
Well, okay,
head.
but if we're saying that we need to replace them every, how often? 10 years? Right, so if we have 10 sets, that means, and they're all purchased in separate years, it would just be every year we buy a new one. Right,
Technically, you need 2 sets,
okay.
so you might as well put that in there.
What's up? What are you, I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to get, I don't know anything about
8
these
sets a
things.
year.
Huh?
And then you don't buy the same person, for the same sizes,
No,
kind of
yeah.
trying to general out,
Sure.
so it should be basically. Yes, you're getting a new set of gear to replace that every 10 years, but there should be a 5-year gap in it, so say set number 3 should get bought in 2026. Another set for that set number 3 should be bought in 2031. Anyway, you can look at it, so then you've got like a 5-year doing it, because then you're never really going out of your gear. Because the problem is, especially with the cancer awareness and all that stuff, the time that it takes to wash this stuff, that puts one of your people out of service.
Mhm.
Or it can actually put 10 people out of service by the time you get a good rip and fire or something like that, and then you've got to wash all your gear. Your department's out of service, you don't have any gear that's in date.
And don't forget, the gear isn't cookie cutter either. So, it's like going to the store, right? We have a bunch of different sizes.
One size
I mean,
fits all.
some vehicles,
My friend.
I mean, sometimes you can kind of do that, but you shouldn't be claiming.
Alright, so I guess what would be helpful from a plan perspective is if we had, your forecast for the next 10 years. Right, like in next year, we plan on buying 2, next year 5, the next year 7, whatever.
Yeah, I think this has to be expanded. Unfortunately, it'll take up space, but just like your police cruisers, where you list each set
That's what I was thinking.
with its
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, for spreadsheet purposes.
yeah, that's for spreadsheet wise, that's pretty much the only way you're gonna be
Right,
able to do it.
Right, so, but what we need from them is what the
Right,
purchasing
what the
plan
count is and
is,
how many
Yeah,
sets
sure.
we have per person.
right? So just,
I'll work
so
on
we
that.
can,
There
and then
is
we
a
can,
list
we
around.
can then just work it into the plan. That's something that's relatively easy.
I was thinking, like you, Scott, you might need set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4, different lines. Every 10 years, each set gets replaced.
Each set is a 10-year lifespan.
Yeah.
But just like with police cruisers, there it says year replaced, it might be like 2017, 2019, 2021
Do it
for
that way.
each.
Well, we get the
down
data,
through,
we can
so
take a look at
You
it.
have to break down each set of equipment you buy will have to be listed so that you can get a lifespan for each set. Otherwise, like this, it shows a 10-year lifespan. Okay,
Well, like you said, I believe that there is a sheet out there that's got all the gear by numbers
Yep.
and the years.
Yeah.
So how much does one set cost?
Um,
$5 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How about ballpark? right now.
What'd you say?
Around
A
5,000.
little over, I think it was, yeah.
So if you do like the cruisers and you put one set in each year, $5,000 doesn't come up to capital improvement.
You buy 3 sets of equipment each time. It's 5,000 per set, so you're looking at, right here, that $18,000 was estimated
Cover
for
3
for
sets.
three sets
Three sets.
of gear each time you purchase. And that's what puts it up to the
Yeah,
CIP.
it's wrong. The way we currently are looking at this particular line item is not accurate. I think if we get the data from these guys, we can then sit down and intelligently figure out whether it fits in the CIP or whether it's gonna go into the operating budget or however we wanna work.
So historically in other departments, your gear is in your operating budget. Because here's the deal, like even if I get you a list of our gear, right, and our dates, and we figure it all out.
Yep.
You know, somebody retires out, you know, Scott comes in new, and now we need to buy gear for Scott, cause he can't go in with the gear we have for him.
Understood.
So-
Yeah.
So normally I find that like in other places that it's in the operating because it allows you that flexibility to do what you need to do.
Yeah,
Where
but I think,
the gear's good for 10
Gotcha.
years. And as a total, it meets the CIP, but individually it doesn't.
Right.
And there's nothing
Yeah.
that says that we're gonna buy 4 sets of gear every year. Maybe this year we're buying 2 because that's what we need. And we're not gonna buy gear that we don't need, right? If you have 2-year-old gear and a spare set, there's no reason why that we need to get you gear this year.
understood.
So being in the CIP, I don't believe is a fair place to have it
Understood.
for just in general use.
But see, it came to CIP because of buying 3 sets, put it over what they said, anything over $10,000.
Right, I think it's very, I think we hear you, Stephen. Thank you very much for your input on it. I think if you just give us the data,
Good
then we
comments.
can figure out
Yeah.
where we wanna.
So you want me to tell you where the CIP went wrong in the past with this deal? Is because I believe it was like 2016, that area. They went out and they had an allotted amount of the CIP just for turnout gear.
Yeah.
They bought all those sets.
Yeah.
And then for the next like 6 or 7 years, they didn't buy anything.
Uh-huh.
So then that put them all behind because then when those rolled around and went out of date, there wasn't any CIP planning and the money for that to replace that.
Mm-hmm.
So then you had a bunch of guys that are people that were running around this year that was pretty much out of date. Now it's playing catch up to try to get all the personnel back into current date
Right.
with just one usable set, not a set for a backup
Mm-hmm.
to keep your continuity and your coverage. So.
Yeah, well, I think now that we've uncovered this now, so let's just get the data and then we'll,
Yeah, and it's a matter of formatting it.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Because, I don't think it matters to anybody whether it's in the CIP budget or whether it's in the operating budget, it really doesn't matter. It's still coming out of everybody's pocket, right? Question is whether you're building a reserve to pay for things. That's what this is for.
Right.
So just give us the data and then we'll go from there. Extraction equipment. Let's see, that's that one. Extraction equipment, you think it's a little more expensive now, right? 59?
I think that was the number we actually just got quoted, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're budgeting to do that again in 2027, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Extraction equipment. Okay, now, there are 4, so that's basically all the items except for this Freightliner tanker. No, we've covered all those. On the mechanics report, there are 4 trailers that I'm confused about, and maybe you guys can help us. So the first one is something that I want to talk about is something called the cargo trailer. Anybody know what this is? It's a
Mhm.
Royal brand.
That's the emergency management trailer.
I'm sorry, what is it, Scott? What did you say?
It's the emergency management trailer.
So that belongs to a whole other department, right? That's not yours,
Right.
correct?
Correct.
Yeah. That's, the emergency guys. Okay, so that's helpful. This thing called the ST 8162, is that the boat trailer? It's called a shore trailer? or-
Yes, that's the boat trailer.
That's the boat trailer, yes, that's a yes, okay.
That is,
Next would be this thing called an ATV trailer. Something about being enclosed, or I don't know, I don't know what's the high country or whether it's a skid unit.
No, it's an open trailer.
It's an open trailer?
Yes,
And
flatbed open trailer,
and what's it used for?
the UTV.
UTV,
that-
it says ATV, Rich, the
Right,
UTV.
the
trailer.
UTV, ATV trailer, if for some reason that other
They've
one
got-
goes down. No, it's a different trailer.
Oh, different one.
It's an open trailer that we
backup.
had before the enclosed trailer. So
We
we have
also
a
use it-
backup,
So that's an
Backup.
open one. This is
Got
an
it.
open, right? It's open? Okay.
correct,
we'll also use it for hose fetching when we get.
It's
done
a
with
backup
fire.
trailer,
yes.
Okay,
basically,
okay.
right? And then the last one is this thing, the Firelight Deluxe. Somebody, I mean, at one point.
That's the skid
That's-
unit.
That's a skid unit.
That's a final skid unit.
Yeah,
That's what's in the back of the UTV that.
so that's not a trailer.
It's not a trailer.
No,
it's a
that's
skid
the
unit.
unit we're talking about kicking out, before doing litter
So
transport.
it's on the UTV. Yeah.
Yes,
So it's not, so, but it is something, right? Okay. So I guess my only other question then on those 4 items are on this cargo thing. You don't care about that. That's gonna come up with your world totally. I'll put it in emergency management and deal with that. Cause I don't think it costs that much money, right? To buy one of those. Like a,
$3,000.
yeah.
That's
Well,
actually
fine.
probably more than that.
Yeah, that's the insured amount.
Yeah.
But it would it cost 10,000?
No,
No, thank you. All right, this CIP doesn't care about that. This thing, the shore trailer, the boat trailer, how much does that cost? How much would it be to buy another one of those roughly?
that would be under 10.
Okay, good. And then these ATV trailer, the open one,
that would be
Under
under
10.
10.
all right, and then the skid unit thing. How much does that cost?
Under 10.
Under 10. Thank you very much. That's all I needed to know. We're good. I think that covers all of the fire. Yes?
Other than if you're interested, what they're talking about with the Conex boxes. That right there is what,
Oh,
that's got end balls and it essentially turns it in, your Conex boxes are your two
Oh,
yeah.
sidewalls.
fancier than I picked.
And it gives you a 24-foot wide bay in between them. That particular one, you can get them all different sizes.
All different.
That's what the one that's looking.
Yeah, these are, I think, 20-foot box.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. This is a practical box. It was very helpful.
Only 15 grand.
Appreciate it.
Right.
That's better than before.
Huh?
Better this time.
Hey, you know.
Hey, you know, I can only go out.
Which,
We're all getting better. All right, let's move on then to the next item on the agenda here, fellas, which is we can't do government buildings because there's nobody here to do government buildings. Right?
I was gonna say, we don't have any government buildings, right?
Well, we're trying to get rid of them. We're working on it fast.
I did the plan for the government.
You did?
I'm the one that filled it out, yeah.
Oh,
Gentlemen, thank you.
oh, by the way,
Thank you.
how's your boy? Thank you. Is he sick?
Yeah, the whole family stayed.
I heard.
Yeah,
Jeez, no good.
so I'm not hurrying home. I have tomorrow off, so I'll probably be sick.
Okay.
That's the way it goes.
We don't need the mechanics which go for that. We don't need that for Richard and Kobe's. Yeah. All right, so, government buildings.
Yeah, we can go through it, and I apologize in advance, like, cause Jet did it last time, and it was pretty vague. So Frank and I have gone through a lot of the buildings and tried to,
Okay.
find the major things that are, what, that we know that
Well,
are
thanks.
problems, so.
Thanks, trying to bridge the gap, yeah.
Yeah, well, this was you know, you obviously did this with Aiden
Yeah.
and, with some assistance from, Carrie Ann, I suspect somewhere along the line.
Aiden mostly,
Yeah,
yeah.
Aiden did most of it.
Yeah, well, Gary gave me what Chet had from last year.
Yeah,
And,
thank you.
yeah, no problem.
All right, so, let me pull that up.
Sure.
Do you have that somewhere? Open. C.I.P. I don't care about my chimeras of tests. All right. So, I assume that the version you have is not sorted the way I have it sorted.
No, but that's fine.
I did it by, what did I do it by? Something useful, I don't know. Oh, by address, so that, you know, we know.
All right, yeah.
And by the way, the freight shed is not on here. I don't believe. From the report that, Aiden sent me, I don't believe that the freight shed was there.
What's the freight shed?
Down.
Oh,
Yeah, the King of Cash Market, that, the old freight shed between that.
okay, yeah, you're right, it's not.
No, no, so that's okay.
I have
We're
no
just
idea
gonna
about
need
that.
to add it. I know it's on Depot Street.
The other one I didn't know about was the old log cabin store. Because we own it.
Well, it's here. It's here.
No, the log cabin, oh, I have the log
It
cabin.
says tax deeded log cabin.
Yep.
It's, let me highlight it for you. Hang on a minute. Tax deeded log cabin. There he is, right there.
Tax deed, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, so,
Oh, I see it, I do see it.
yeah,
Fine,
we
yeah,
have that.
I do have it, okay, yeah. And I didn't, obviously do it, because it's like, what are we gonna do to it, right? It's like,
We're gonna sell it.
right, I mean, as far as
Yeah.
improvement, right, yeah.
I'm
No,
working on a hot candidate. Jack and I are tracking the guy.
That's good.
Well, yeah, so,
Okay.
yeah, so this is government buildings, I guess. Anyway, so
Sure, yep,
let's just take a look at it.
Yeah.
Let's see, we'll start with, shading stuff. Get rid of that. Okay. All right, so senior center, let's just go through them.
Yep.
It needed a roof replacement. I believe that was already done.
no, that's happening this fall.
It's happening now.
Yep.
So, okay, so it's still
Yeah.
happening.
A partial was done. You were right. They did do a partial.
Yeah, they did do part of it, but it's getting.
Now there's more of it needs to be done.
Okay.
Yeah, I think part of it got done. I'm not sure what happened.
You're right. The
Yeah.
front portion got done.
But I know it's, yeah, Mike Farnsworth is supposed to be doing it this fall.
So do we still know whether, so the planned renovation year for that is now gonna be 2026, right?
Yeah.
And was it 44 for the whole project and some of it was done already, or you don't know?
I don't know that part, yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice. to have-
Unfortunately. Like I said,
Twenty-four was the quote we got
Yeah.
for that whole side of the roof, one
One side,
face, yeah.
all right, and so the one that we're doing now is another one,
I
don't know.
I do not know. I have not been privileged with any.
Yeah, I don't know what did get done and what's being done. I just know that, yeah, the roof part that needed to be fixed
Hey,
right
Jack,
now is getting done, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Jack knows.
oh. Okay. Carry in. Somebody give us some information.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I just
Would
went
be
by what
nice.
I had from last year, so.
All right, so we don't know what the cost of that is in 2026, right? But it's gonna be completed in 2026.
Is gonna be done this fall, I was told.
Okay. All right. The town offices library,
Mhm.
right? In 2032, we're planning on, you know, a $400,000 renovation to those things,
Right, yeah.
right? So that's still up in the air. We don't know
Yeah.
what's going
And
on.
current needs just minor interior repairs, which Frank has done a lot already.
Yeah.
Simple.
Right.
things.
Okay, so
Some
that's
door
town
locks, some-
offices.
Plumbing issues.
Transfer
Light
station,
bulbs, yeah.
yeah, transfer station items. We have a Quonset hut.
Yep.
There. Right, there are some minor repairs needed.
Yep, minor repairs needed on all the Quonset huts, yeah. I mean, it's pretty hard to have Quonset hut, salt storage. I'm not sure exactly how how Chet listed them, you know, it's like,
Yeah, well,
but they're all in about the same shit. Yeah, they're pretty good, minor repairs needed, you know, nothing catastrophic.
so nothing that the CIP committee would be looking at,
No, I don't think so, no.
nothing over 10 grand.
No.
Budget, huh?
Not
then,
that I'm aware of.
The
Yep.
attendance office, which is also at the transfer station.
Yeah, the attendance office is in, yeah, pretty. I'm guessing that's JR's
for?
office.
Classified as poor.
Yeah,
There was supposed to be a deck at the trash drop done.
That was
That
all
was
done.
done last year.
that was
It's
done
already
last year.
been done,
That
right?
one last year.
And we don't have any repairs to that at the moment.
No.
Okay. So that's the attendance. And then something called also at the transfer station, the loader shed. That was supposed to get some, repairs this year.
Or shed, yeah, and
The
nothing's,
garage,
is that their garage? Is that what they call it, a loader shed or?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's not terrible. It's,
The garage itself wasn't bad.
mm,
We moved him out of that office space up to
up to where he's
up to
now.
where he is,
Yeah.
because the office space that's attached to that garage is horrid.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Well, so it's something, it's a small building by the garage. is what
Yeah.
it said. And, there was supposed to be some repairs done in 2026.
Yeah, they're not even using it right now, so.
We discontinued the use of it for,
Oh,
at this point.
so that thing is we're not gonna spend $15,000 repairing it, right?
No,
So this is, on hold.
Yeah.
correct.
Well, the transfer station, is there a plan for doing something with that?
The last I talked with Jack, we've got two major companies. that
Only
do
one's
trash.
still interested. I spoke to him today about it.
Okay, because that was what we were waiting on, feasibility from your, New Hampshire recycles. They go around to your different towns, everything. They were supposed to come in and do a study and say, this is what your town needs for what you have.
Mhm.
And the last I asked Jack, he had not received that report.
No, it's not been done as of, 11
Well,
o'clock.
that's just,
Yeah, because I haven't heard anything either, yeah.
it's just a real mess. I mean,
Mhm.
something needs to be done.
Well, it's been a mess for at least 4 years that I know of.
Well, that doesn't help anything.
No, I'm just saying.
Well,
You know.
that whole thing was set up,
Yeah.
like everything else in town, spend as little money as possible. So everything over there was done with somebody else's worn out piece of equipment.
Yeah.
And even the buildings that they're in were not quality buildings.
Right,
No.
so in terms of each well, let's just finish the transfer station
Yeah.
things and then we'll talk about it as a whole, right?
Mhm.
So, and then this, salt, storage business, right?
That's highway.
That needs minor,
Yeah, those are the. That's highway.
yes, it is, right?
Yeah.
And it needs, so that's not it's on the it's on the transfer station road, but it's a
Yeah.
highway guy.
Mhm.
It's out beyond the transfer.
Yeah, and minor repairs are needed there, so it's not something we should be thinking about, correct? In terms of dollars,
Right.
okay? Whatever the WWTP main building, which is the sewer
Wastewater.
thing,
Wastewater treatment plant.
Wastewater
Yeah,
treatment
the
plant.
main building, yeah.
that's in fair to poor condition.
Yeah, big thing is, plumbing, the bathroom, the ventilation system is non-existent right now, which is really a problem up there.
Yeah, so are we planning on, expending any dollars on fixing that?
At this point in time that I know of, there's been a little over $37,000 worth of equipment that has been ordered for upgrades on the wastewater treatment facility and functions.
Right, that's equipment, but that's
But
not,
nothing-
And that will not come from CIP, that's going to be coming from our
right,
operating budget.
understood. But are we planning any expenditures to fix the building anyway?
That's what we've got, that 37,000 is it covering ventilation and other problems in that building.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And
I
it's
get
not
you.
coming out of our town budget, it's coming out of the sewer
Right,
water
yeah.
thing.
There was nothing we could budget for because we
Well, I don't
were
know.
all surprised by,
I totally understand. We got $200,000 worth of water sewer stuff that we gotta do. I
Yeah.
get it.
yeah. All right, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
heard the story. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what we should be planning for in terms of buildings at this
Mhm.
particular moment.
we can't give you that number yet because Champlin Associates has been up, said this is what we have to do to bring it back into code. And then we've got to take a look, get an estimate as to what it's gonna take to actually bring that back to a respectable condition. Part of the problem right now is just getting it cleaned out, cleaned up.
Right, and so, so that's something we're gonna need to plan for.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah.
But we don't have a number yet.
No.
And do we think we'll have a number before we get around to,
I believe so.
the next several months?
Oh, yeah,
Okay, so that's a.
because the work all has to take place within the next, couple of months here.
Is that something we should put a number in, a hold number? A number just to hold the space?
I think the answer is yes, Tom, very good thought. Do we have a wild number that you want to put in for that?
Over and above the 37,000 of equipment that's already on order, what else will we need?
What else do you think needs, I know we got some plumbing issues up
Yeah,
there.
it's plumbing, like I said, the ventilation doesn't work at all in the building.
Furnace is still,
I mean, as far as just the building,
Yeah.
the furnace still needs to be finished.
the furnace is half
I don't know
done.
where that's at in payment or anything too.
I have no idea.
I don't either. It's not gonna be a
I
small.
mean, it's hung on the wall, but
So
there's,
do we want to put $10,000 in just as a place marker until you guys get
Oh,
around to it?
yeah, it'll be.
I would put-
at least that.
It's gonna be at least that. I would put in 20 for it.
So let's put in 20 for the plan for the cost, renovation cost, 20,000.
Because I was told they had heat back in the building, only to find out that unit was mounted on the wall but hadn't been connected yet.
Correct.
So how is it producing heat?
the only thing they have is the mini split.
Yeah.
Well, I love mini splits, they're good. Sorry.
Doesn't heat the garage very well though.
So then we have something called an aeration basin, which is a water thing. Okay, air conditioned, is there any repairs? Nothing indicated there, right?
Not that we're aware of, yeah.
Okay. The old salt storage shed, total replacements.
Yeah, yeah, that's ready to fall there. No, it really is. It's like, it's like unsafe to use.
All right, and so, let's think about that. When would we like to fix that?
Last year. I mean, we was in the
I mean,
two.
tomorrow.
You got that little time machine, you're gonna, where's the DeLorean? when we need it? Let's go backwards in time. But no, so really, when would we like to put in a, renovation?
At this point, do we need it with the route we're going with the,
I mean,
having the two tents, one side for salt, one for sand?
yeah, I mean, we use most of that sand that's in those, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And I
I
got the
mean-
mix in that right now, so it'd be handy to have it. 'cause-
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would say within, the next year or two.
You look,
So you wanna put
looking
in
at doing another
2027?
tent type structure?
I don't know, we'd have to look at it and see what's feasible. I mean, like I said, the one thing we do have as a town is real estate.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of places that are really limited, we have room out there, which is nice,
So we're gonna put it in as a 2027 item, and roughly what kind of number are we looking at?
It's going to depend on the structure, because you can put up a tent for 50,000, you can put up a wooden structure for 200,000.
What do you want? What do you want to put in the plan? I'm.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'd say 100,000 minimum probably when you split it.
Yeah, so we can use myself with the other tents.
You know,
You got help that's responsible, could be a concrete knee wall and tent on top.
which is what it should be, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we got there now. and
Yeah.
it seems to work. So.
Okay, and then the transfer station building. Doesn't appear that there's a recycling building, it's called, and in 2025, we did some work on that, is that?
That's a little building over by the recycling sets up on top, houses the,
Yeah, so.
and that might not, we don't even know at this point if that's even going to be necessary.
Right, but there's no work plans for that, is that
Not at,
correct?
none that I know of.
Okay, so that's that guy, transfer station. Tax deed, log cabin, we're not doing anything to that, so that's fine. The wastewater pump station. Again, nothing's planned for that, do we have?
Yes.
Guess
Well,
what?
The pump station's getting, but the building, I think he's talking about.
Right, the building.
Oh, the building itself?
That's in
Yeah.
good shape,
The
yeah.
building is in good
It's a
shape.
little bit, probably one of the better.
Yeah, that's what,
buildings.
that's
Yeah,
what,
because the only thing changing in the building is the electronics for the wet well are gonna be moved.
They gotta have everything there, cause the evaluation's on it, 227,000
Oh, okay.
on the west one, so.
so that building is not really,
Wastewater pump station, you have.
that's insured value, yes.
Yeah, insured value is 227,300, so
So
it's
it's got a lot of
gotta be,
equipment in there,
that's
right?
gotta be included.
Including the wet wells.
Yeah.
And like I say, the only thing I know of that right now is scheduled for changes in the building. There will be no changes to the actual building, just the electronics from the wet well are going to be moved into that, building to get them out of the well.
Yeah, and that
When
comes
it's
from,
upgraded,
that's not us- our issue,
No,
right? The museum appears to be in good shape these days.
Yeah,
still old.
Yeah, still there. The town beach bathhouse is a total mess.
yeah.
That needs complete replacement, really.
Yeah, I know.
There is at one point in time, 2 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. Maybe a year, probably two. John Coffey and Chet, John Coffey came to a meeting here and said that he thought he could get a grant to build a whole new bathhouse. Right?
Yep.
He never followed through on that. Before he left, I managed to get out of him something. About where he thought he was gonna get that grant from. So what I'm doing at the moment is I have that in a file somewhere else. Because I'm gonna be proposing a grant writer for the town as part of the regular budget.
Oh,
I've been
nice.
talking to a lot of people about this.
Yeah.
It's not gonna cost the town a lot of money to hire a grant writer. The way, basically, we're gonna propose it, I'm gonna try and find someone who has municipal experience with grant writing.
Mhm.
Does a lot of municipal stuff, number one. The way they're gonna be paid is, the town is gonna say, these are all the projects that we're working on. I want you to start researching grants that are appropriate for all of these projects. And we want you to spend 10 hours a month, or whatever the number wants to be,
Mhm.
doing the research. And they get paid a flat fee for that, a per hour fee.
Mhm.
When every month they come back with a report and say, here's what I found on this project as it relates to this project, that project, the other project. At that point in time, the group that's responsible for whatever that project is, they say, good, which one of these three grants that are available should we go for? You know, that we have a good chance of getting based on your experience, and they talk about it and you decide to go for a grant. The grant writer then gets to write the grant, and they get paid based on a percentage of the grant, if we get the grant. So your only cost.
Really
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I've done this before. This is not,
interesting. That's interesting.
yeah, so it's only gonna cost us,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go for somewhere around, maybe only as much as 500 a month as the base research number. Because you could probably get about 10 hours of research out of that, which should be sufficient, I think. But I'm not exactly sure yet. I got 2 or 3 candidates that I'm lining up to start to talk to about that. Just so I can present something to the budget committee that says, here's what it kind of would look like,
Yeah, because my oldest daughter was a grant
Yeah.
writer for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
One of the problems that some of the writers got into is they did not allow a high enough percentage of the grant for their pay.
Well, you gotta be
Because it-
careful there, because when you apply for grants, if your administrative costs are too high.
You have to know the
basically-
balance.
Yes. So that's, it's a negotiable thing. Obviously, if it's a huge grant and you're paying them 1% and you ask them for $2 million, they're happy. If it's a $20,000 grant and you're paying them 1%, they're not very happy. So, there is a middle ground in there that you gotta negotiate, but we can do that. But anyway, so
I think it was the Burn Foundation paid for that. Bathhouse.
I think that's what it was.
And my question that I asked at the time, did anybody think to go back to the Burn
I think
Foundation?
that's who he was gonna go back
Okay,
to. I have it somewhere,
Yeah.
But in any event, you know, it's something that, the town desperately needs.
Yeah.
Someone who focuses on grants for our projects. Right? And, you know, you just have to monitor it. That's all. It's not a big deal.
no,
You know?
it's,
So where it winds up, you know, we'll figure that out as part of the
Like
process.
you said, you get someone who does it, you know?
yeah,
I mean, compared to paying myself or you or another supervisor
Well, here's the
to
thing.
try and
Somebody mentioned to
find this
me-
grant, what are you
Yeah,
gonna spend?
Well, that's okay. We're gonna be able to do this because Ryan has, grant writing experience. And I said, that's exactly what we want the town administrator to be.
Well, your
Are you
police chief, I
stupid?
mean, how many
I mean,
hours, right, I mean,
what's wrong
what's
with
that
you
costing the town, right,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy to
Just
waste
because you
your
can do it
time.
doesn't mean it's feasible, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous
I
to waste
agree.
your guys' time on that stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree.
It's insane.
Yeah.
You know? All right, so anyway, that's a full repair job. I'm gonna need 60 grand, or so to get that done.
Yep.
The meeting house, right now, just something about a septic tank pump.
Yeah, the pump we're having trouble with the pump, it's working right now, we have a replacement pump, just be the cost of,
the gray water pump is malfunctioning.
yeah, well, it's hooked into a GFI, and that's what happened with the GFI trip, but it's in the basement, so you gotta move everything out of the closet to find it. Have the pump in possession, I had Phillips have a look at it, he said it's an adequate pump, it'll be the cost of, having Nate, the electrician, come and do
Yeah.
it, he's already looked at it, he's just waiting for me to let him
So
know.
that happens to be a minor repair.
Yeah,
Yes,
Okay, but we are gonna add a request from John Bergeron
mhm.
for 2029 in the amount of $85,127.
I remember insulation and heat, what else?
yes.
What
Okay.
else?
The meeting house recommends that heating of the meeting house be added to the CIP plan. The cost is for furnace and ducts and then insulation for a total of $85,000.
Okay, so it's insulation and heat, okay.
Yeah, so that's what that's for.
You want to just round that up to 90,000?
Sure.
Because that's today's price.
He also said that, he will be, seeking grants for that, but
Yeah,
put it in the.
that's,
plan. Right,
We
and
wanted to
gets
put
the
it
grant,
in
he gets the grant.
Yeah, we wanted to put it in the plan
Yes,
because it takes a minimum of a year to get response
sure.
on a lot of this type of grant for
Yeah,
the story.
yeah, right.
And they generally only review them once a year.
Yeah, so that's the meeting house. We have another Quonset hut storage, which is a highway thing.
That's the one in next to our garage,
Yeah.
And according to this thing, that needs minor repairs, so no big deal.
Yeah,
there,
it's a
right?
pretty good old building, really.
Because they got those who surplus.
Yeah. I remember when that was the town garage, the mechanics.
I remember changing the clutch in that and not much heat.
Okay, and then we have the town garage
Mhm.
itself, which is in good condition. So there's no general repairs.
Overhead door replacements.
Yeah, overhead door, but
Yeah,
not a big ticket, or
well,
how much is it?
I don't know, what do you think those would be? Those 3 overhead doors, they're big doors. I mean, they're gonna be more than 10 grand.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
good.
yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Those doors are probably gonna be up around 15 apiece.
Yeah.
So you think 30,000? 30?
No, there's 3 of them.
45, sorry.
Yeah, probably
45,000.
45 grand, yeah.
That's for the garage doors. the
Yeah.
doors. And when do we want to do that? Next year?
Yeah,
Okay.
sooner the better, yeah. I mean, you could, Frank's, you fix the trim, tighten them up some, but yeah, they're all.
That's fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pole barn? Nothing planned for that.
No, it's out to the.
That's,
Something called the EOC project, which was indoor drainage. Was that done or is that still not been done?
No, that's the problem. It's police, fire, mostly EMS, it's that.
Yeah.
And drains that keep messing up, so we gotta get to the bottom of this. We haven't had the trouble lately, but, I mean,
It's due.
yeah, it is due,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we have it in there for 2027 for about 40 grand to get that fixed. That was the-
Yeah, I just threw a number because I had
That's
I had
fine.
no idea, right, what it's gonna take, yeah.
But at least we have something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because nobody really knows everything that's there.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
A lot of it is there's no sand trap or anything, so you get to problems more in the winter when these guys wash their cars inside and it plugs everything up.
Okay, and then we have
Canfield
police,
New
fire
Village,
and
never
rescue. We're gonna, planning on an addition sometime in 2030 for about $2 million.
yeah, it's something I inherited, I don't know, yeah, that was something to check.
Yeah, no, it's something we just,
Yeah.
thought we threw it out there.
Yep, yep.
You know, whether or not, I mean, as part of what we recommend, we're gonna say, well, we need to have a plan for this if we're gonna be doing it.
Right,
You know,
yep.
so, but we have a number. The water treatment plant. Heating,
Yeah.
ventilation business.
Yeah, there's no heat in there and no ventilation,
And so what are we gonna do and when are we gonna do it and is it gonna cost us any money?
it's gonna cost some money, but I don't know, is that coming out of, cause that's like the wastewater plant, right? I mean, that's like stuff we have to have done in winter.
Champlin Associates told us, expect about the same amount as the water sewer, so up around 40,000 to get that,
We've got 40,000 in 2027. Okay,
that's gonna be 2026.
Yeah. Well, if it all goes through, yeah.
Well,
It's got to, right?
it's got to. These two buildings,
Negotiables.
No,
it's
that's
non-negotiable
I understand.
that the water
Yeah.
plant and the sewer treatment plant,
they have to come up to speed, I understand.
yeah,
Right.
they have to come up.
I get it. I totally
And
understand.
so as it is, that's gonna be money coming from the general
Excess. Yeah.
budget. We're
But I would
fortunate.
say
I
we're
start
gonna need
seeing the
that.
excess numbers already. I got the latest version. So
Right.
right now, we're looking like a $750,000 surplus.
Yeah.
Before we do any of these special items. So there's
Right.
money there. So that's
Yeah,
good.
because right now, Champlin Associates,
So that's a 2020.
they estimate to get everything back up to code is going to be about $200,000.
Yep.
In that one building?
No, no,
No.
no.
Two buildings.
All,
Three.
Three.
Yeah.
Three, we got the treatment plant up
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
We got the wet well that's currently under
Oh,
upgrade
Yeah, yeah.
design and the water, the chlorinating, the water treatment plant
yeah,
up here.
got it. Those three, all right.
Okay. Then the actual water storage tank.
Yep.
That seems to be okay.
Yeah, it's passed all inspections and, yeah.
Nice, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh, good break there.
yeah, we go up, it's not leaking, it's. There's no water coming down the hill.
The Elliott Field scoring booth, that's fine.
Yeah,
No, really funny thing happened yesterday. I was at the Friends of Canaan Village monthly meeting. And the Friends of Muskoma are asking those folks, the Friends of Canaan Village, if they can use their EIN and tax exempt status to apply for a grant to upgrade all kinds of things around Williamsville. Did you know about this?
No, haven't heard a word about it.
Me either, just heard it yesterday. I caution the Friends of Canaan Village there to be careful because, grants are not just, we'll apply for a grant, get it, because then there's the ongoing reporting and, there's a lot of. So, but that's something that's in the works. But right now, as far as we're concerned, we're not doing anything.
No.
No good. Okay. Okay. And then the route for the Williamsfield Log Cabin Snack Bar, same thing, right?
Mhm.
Nothing there. And the Williamsfield scoring booth, nothing there, correct?
correct.
Okay. And then the freight shed, we're not doing anything there either. We'll
Yeah.
have to add that to this when I get.
Yeah, I apologize, I forgot about that.
You are.
Yeah, well, like I said, I heard it, I just went with what Chet had from last year. So
Yeah, no, I understand.
So, yeah, we'll make it happen, I'll put something down.
Just get it better.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, this is a substantial upgrade from what we had last year.
Oh, yeah, trying, yeah.
Did we get a definite answer on the gazebo yet?
Yeah, that's one of the things I was gonna bring up is, so the gazebo and the green.
Yeah.
And I remember back from when I was young, that I remember there was a lot of different committees raised money for the,
Yeah.
but it sits on town property and
Sure.
is it considered a town building? So I
Yeah.
talked to everybody and they're like, yeah, I guess so. So we've been doing some repairs to it, minor, like the railings are loose.
Yeah, we almost, one of us almost went through the rail.
Yeah, and it was- but that should be added to the list.
We're leaning on something.
Oh, yeah, well, they were painting the crosswalks and they said, oh, let's have lunch here. It's in the.
So we're gonna add the common gazebo.
Yep.
We'll add that one as well.
Yep.
So those two, we'll have to add those. Is your boy gonna be ready for tomorrow? Can I?
He says I talked to him this afternoon. He said he's feeling better. My wife still isn't, but yeah.
Yeah.
He's young. He'll.
Hopefully I can get to him and
Yeah.
I'll get him to update.
Yeah, he
this.
told me, he goes, sounds gonna be bad. I was like,
Yeah.
I said, I don't think he wants you getting him sick.
I'm
He
going
goes,
on
"Well, that-
vacation
that's what he
Friday,
said."
so
He
don't
goes,
get.
well, that's kind of what I was thinking. And I was like.
Well, I would like to
Because
get
he was
all
supposed
this.
to meet with Jack too, and he's like, oh,
Yeah.
Jack, I got all these meetings, and then he was all there. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, fine."
Yeah. World is the world, life happens,
Yeah,
All
There
right,
are some
so,
things he doesn't have to share.
that's right.
all right, so that's government buildings,
Good.
right? And, we don't do that anymore. That's good. And then, let's do the last thing on the agenda is bridges and culverts. Oh, boy, that's government buildings. That's things, bridges and culverts. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see what we got for these guys. The transfer station, this is just updating us on what's going on,
Mhm.
right? I don't think, you don't really know that much about this.
Still in engineering stage. so,
Yeah, no, I know. Oh, Jack, okay.
Yeah.
So he can't help us.
I don't really think much has changed.
I can tell you, transfer station is still in engineering, Gristmill Hill Bridge.
Let's just go down this list, right?
Yeah.
The transfer station road, which is the bridge, right? It's
Mhm.
$1,500,000 and we're gonna have to lay out the money in 2028. That's still.
That's the plan.
And we think we're gonna be getting grants all along the road here as we go.
Mhm.
I guess maybe we should talk about grants for a minute. As I understand it, most of these things one of them's 100% funded,
Mhm.
two of them are 80,
No, two of them are 100.
two are 100. Okay,
Decatur Road and Gristmill Hill are 100% funded.
okay, good.
Transfer station bridge is through the state bridge program, that's 80/20. We have to pay 20% of it.
So we gotta cover that cost for how long? Three months or something?
Well, the thing is,
Get
we're-
reimbursed or
well,
something?
yeah, there's two things going on. Number one is we have to front all the money for the engineering costs.
Right,
Which I believe was $786,000 or some such.
Somewhere around that.
And you can't get that back till you put the project out for bid. Once you put the project out for bid, you can then submit. And then all of your ongoing costs are correct. You
Yeah.
submit a thing and then 3 months later you get paid.
right, yeah.
Which is why I was going to ask Jack the question tonight about that, which is, have they completed the line of credit? Oh, you know about this?
I do not know if it's completed yet.
I think if not, they're close. I know him and Carrie Ann work, it was, yeah.
Well, I know. I mean, I sat in on the initial meeting
Oh, okay, yeah.
and then,
I don't know if it's actual finalized.
But I have-
I don't know if it's been final signature.
Right.
I know it's in the works.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, the town is applying for a line of credit. So basically,
Right.
so we don't.
Yeah, because like we already paid out.
Cash flow, yeah.
Yes.
See, we already paid out over 300,000 in engineering
Over 400.
costs on Potato Road.
Yeah.
Which is all fully reimbursed, but we have to pay it
Right.
up front.
And contractors don't wanna wait 3 months.
No. So that's why it's gonna, so I don't know,
Yeah.
but all right, so.
Yeah.
So grants, we've got them all, are they all completed? We actually tightened them all up, all of our grants are approved for the bridges?
As it stands, that money is all earmarked, ready to go.
All right, good.
as I understand it.
We'll take your word for it and we
Yeah.
hope you're right. All right, so then.
It turns
Well,
out,
we can only go on what the,
I
They-
I'm just saying,
and
believe you. Okay. Something called the Goose Pond Culvert.
Yeah, was that,
That's one of the Hinkson Brook, isn't
that
it?
Henson Brook?
that's a Hinkson Brook, which I already told them was already done once under the state.
Yeah, you were saying that, yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna do anything until 2050, so we don't care.
All that needs is invert.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what North Lowry Road means.
North
North
Larry
Larry
Bridge.
That's a bridge?
That was a bridge that was discontinued.
And we paid money out for $52,000 already in 2026. Is
Was
that,
that added for the guardrails and stuff, you, and the engineering?
No, because we'll have a conversation about that.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know if that one's actually the if they get the 1949 one. It's got, if you're talking about that, the one that's down on now the class 6 or whatever, that goes over across, but there is another bridge on North Larry,
There's that one up
the
further.
small one. Yeah, and that one's in pretty sad shape.
so did
So
we
I'm wondering if
do,
that one is.
looks like they're saying-
This one they've got here is actually the one, but they've got them crossed on what bridge is actual bridge. That used to come over on the Juniper Road, so.
Mhm.
so are we doing work on that?
Oh, we're
Yeah, we-
gonna have to.
Well, somebody's
Yeah.
expending them, we're gonna expend $52,200 this year.
I have not heard anything about,
I haven't either.
No. So there is a conversation that I had reached out to Jack about because the guardrail company will not touch it without it being engineered.
Yeah.
And we're gonna use HEB, but I haven't heard anything back from him yet about that.
All right, so.
I didn't do this one, so I.
Oh, no, I know.
Oh,
But this is,
no, I just
what
don't
you're
have any
looking
answer.
at the end of last year.
Oh, okay, yep.
Right? This is where it
Okay.
stood at the end of last year. So
Yeah.
somebody Chet thought that we were gonna be doing $52,200 worth of work.
in that conversation never came to the selectmen.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're here.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I do not know of
So I
any
would-
of that.
Yeah, I'll eventually check with Jack and see if he knows anything about what's going on at North Lowry Road.
what is it, North Lowry?
Yeah.
North
LAR.
Larry,
North Larry.
LARY. LARY.
One person at a time.
Sorry.
North, what,
Larry, Lary.
bridge? Okay.
Okay, and then there's obviously the grist mill thing, which, we're laying out all kinds of money in 2028 is the plan. Is that,
Last I heard from the engineering, that's still on schedule.
okay? Goose Pond,
Oh, that's Henson Brook.
They got Hinkson Brooks down there.
yeah, over Hinton Brooks. We're not doing anything there until 2066. We doing anything there?
No, that's the one Scott was just talking about that
Okay.
had been done once.
Then we have the Goose Pond Brook, something 87, that's 2052. But we're planning on spending 50 grand according to this
Is that the one over the marsh?
next year. Oh, look, this hits just in the nick of time. Look at how, boy, that's terrific timing. Take a seat, Jack.
walked into a bee's.
Yeah.
You didn't get my text, I'm like, stay away.
You're gonna answer our questions, we don't have to go chase you down now.
Yeah.
Take a seat.
I'll be right back.
All right, well, we're gonna wait.
See, he heard us talking, he's leaving. I've heard that before, I'll be right back.
One thing I know is the way out of town.
Yeah.
Unless he's
At least it's
referencing,
not on a rail.
unless he's
Yeah.
referencing the Goose
Yeah.
Pond Culvert.
Yeah, sorry.
The Goose Pond Culvert, he may be referencing by the dry hydrant.
Yeah, well, we'll ask him now that we got him, we'll make him.
Well, I don't know, Jack.
Oh, he does.
Well, it's always, it's got a state reference number there, 87 dash or
Yeah.
slash 092. So that's gotta be, that's from a state report.
I have to look at it. I don't off the top of my head. So.
We would have to I could look that up on the state DOT to find out where they,
Yeah, we,
For a map.
basically, what we really wanna do is just make sure that we have the timing on whatever expenditures.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to outlay so that, we can, basically put a warrant out that says we need,
because Goose Pond over Goose Pond Brook.
That's probably the bridge right at the.
Is that the bridge at the dam or is that the box down by,
Where the dry hydrant is.
yeah,
I don't know.
because that's about the time they were both. I'm trying to remember because the box by the dry hydrant was done when they did the bridges on, when they redid out by the high school, the two bridges on the flat.
Oh, yep.
Because we had this, the town by signing up to do that one under the state project. The state picked up the tab on the two bridges, the two crossings on Blackwater Road, because they needed it for the, for the, temporary.
Oh, yeah, well, they were doing those bridges.
Yeah. And by the town signing on to do that under the state bridge program, that tied up the town's money, so the state picked up the others. Otherwise, we would have had to pay for one of those on Blackwater. But I would have to go to the DOT website and try to find out which. Can you print off from this, but large enough to read the numbers, then I can look.
I could try.
If you can, Monica, make 2 copies.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
That big enough?
Oh, I can read it now.
Yeah.
He does have, some notes, he said. He's coming back.
Oh, good.
I'm just letting you know. Yeah.
I got notes.
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah.
on bridge stuff, I think that Chip
Yeah.
had left him and stuff, so.
Sure.
He might be able-
Because
he might be able to answer some.
Goose Pond Culvert, I think, is by the dry hydrant,
That's what I'm.
because that is technically a concrete box.
That's a
which
box
is-
culvert?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not actually.
That's not a
right?
bridge,
It's
that's
a
a
box.
concrete
That's why I'm thinking that's what that is.
Yep, okay.
And then the Goose Pond Brook is the
They got it.
one right by the dam.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah,
Forgot
because
about
Mike,
that one, yeah.
yeah, because Mike Hanson redid that one. The one by the dam.
The one by the dam.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
'cause
everybody
that's-
swore at him because it wasn't done
Actually-
before school started. The state put a delay on it.
Oh.
Yeah, because the timeline's probably about right. for
Yes.
that, You know.
Yeah.
If you look at the design stuff in that bridge.
Yeah, so all we need for the plan basically is, okay, are we doing something and when are we doing it? That's the crux of it, is that correct, Mr. Lemoy? And we can put it into the plan here and then theoretically it's gonna generate numbers.
Those are, you take both of those on Goose Pond Road. Those are both paved over, and at the time those were done, I suspect I know they're concrete decks, so they probably were membraned and then paved over, so that's something in your 20-year lifetime, which is already passed on them, that's where you actually need to mill off that pavement, redo the membrane and repave it.
Not found, town of Canaan,
Sal
surprise.
knows nothing about these things.
Is the
So-
state
so you just tell me
inspection
what you wanna
yearly?
do,
By
And we'll
yearly?
put it in there. 'Cause-
It is.
I hit town of Canaan on the OT.
Who gets those reports?
404, not found.
Those come to the office.
Okay. Cause that would tell us too.
Yeah.
The state inspection, they inspect every bridge,
Uh-huh.
Every one of those that has
A
that
number?
number, like
Yep.
Goose Pond Culvert 87/092, that number is the state's identifying number of that.
Well, that's
That
helpful.
means,
Yeah.
it's inspected.
I don't ever see them, that's why I just asked Scott, he said they should go up down the yearly inspections.
And they
That's
receive,
information we could use.
that inspection will give any problems with it, deficiencies.
Mhm.
And normally, apparently you don't have any any serious deficiencies, because if you have any serious deficiencies, they give you a nasty gram if you have not responded with repairs.
We have three.
That's all. Only three?
That we know of. The three that are shut
Only
down.
three nasty.
Yeah.
No,
That's
the three that are
okay.
shut down.
The one I couldn't believe, I got a nasty gram from them. One E2 rating sign was missing. The condition of the deck, they never checked to see if corrected any of that deficiency. They sent me a nasty gram that I had failed to respond with a picture and guaranteed that that sign had been
Just
replaced.
doing their job.
But those will, any of those that have that number will be on the state bridge report. And they list any defects or deficiencies that they see.
You might have that in his notebook he's talking about.
And
So you go back to the office?
Yeah, he was just running, he said he was coming right back. He did.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know.
because I always.
I didn't believe him, but no, he's like, no, really?
Yeah. Because I always had them, they came into the,
Well, let's move on from that just for a minute.
Senate.
Do we have any other business? Does anybody have any
We
other?
didn't talk about Potato Road yet.
Oh, I know.
We need beyond bridges.
Yeah,
No,
we'll wait for
no,
Jack and
sorry.
just finish anything else.
No,
No.
According to what I was told, Potato Road is still on schedule to be able to go out to bid this fall.
well, it's fun.
That'll be actually the first one done.
Amazing how long that's been.
You don't
Since it was
realize how
closed.
much you use it until you
Yeah.
don't have it.
I still do, and I don't even live like out your way, and I'm like, God, dude, I can't go
Well, you know what the best thing is? Everybody thinks that we love it. It's like, it's terrible for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's annoying for all of them. Try plowing that road. You can plow one half,
And it's
go all the way
like-
around,
yeah.
and plow up to one driveway. It's like, yeah, that's a lot of fun. Thanks, guys.
So the only other updates about any of this kind of stuff that I have is the Escoma Preservation Valley Group is going to be putting in a formal response to the RFP on the freight shed.
Good.
It's being supported by the rail trail crowd, Mike Daniels and those guys. The Economic Development Committee recommended that they're the best candidate to take that building
If you want
over.
to see it.
Hmm?
I have it pulled up larger if you want it. The bridge report.
Yes.
Anyway, so there's hope that that will go. I
It's like
understand
an old
Mike
promise.
got some
I don't know
grant
which one you're
money
looking at.
from the Northern Rail Trail thing
I don't know which one.
that they're gonna use to do some work right up to the grist mill thing, because they can't go any further because of all the construction that's gonna happen.
Get something.
And then they're gonna be, doing two things. They're gonna put in 6 to 8 parking slots. If you look at the freight shed, the rail trail behind you, to the right, that parking area there, they're gonna create 6 to 8 parking spots there from this grant money. They're gonna get an old railroad crossing sign that, actually works.
Yeah, the old,
The one that's sitting up on the other side of Canaan Hussey's property. They're gonna move that and stick it over there. And then interestingly enough, he said he was gonna store it in the freight shed. And I said, okay, I guess, how do you get in there? Cause I can't get in there. But anyway. So that's a plan that's afoot. When I mentioned that to Jack today, he went, what?
yeah, how is he going to get in?
I don't know, and Jack doesn't know either. Jack was as stunned as I am.
You're still here?
I mean, I have a master key that'll take the padlock off. It makes sparks.
Like, we don't care. But anyway, so that's happening, right? And,
Yeah.
Jack and I are trying to reel in, the guy, his name's Gary Anderson. He owns, 6 or 7 properties here on Depot. It's called C.I.P. Holdings, all those buildings on Depot Street. He's very interested. Hopefully we can reel him in and close him up on the log cabin deal. That would be fantastic. We can get that done too.
Yes,
Get
that'd be
both-
great.
Get both of those done.
Putting back up the tax rolls, putting back up tax rolls.
Yeah, sure.
Something to eat, ice cream.
Well, there's gonna be, no, I think the people who are doing the old, the bakery thing there, they're gonna do ice cream.
Oh, they are gonna do?
That's what I heard.
Again.
That's what I heard.
I
I
didn't
don't,
say that aloud, did I?
I don't know. I just heard, that's what I heard. But anyway, all right, so we're doing Bridget and Cobus. Maybe you want to sit over there, you can see. There you go. Oh, boy. You know. All right, so we talked about grants. They're all locked down, right? All of our grants that we're supposed to be getting for this.
Yes.
Okay. And we talked about, transfer station road. We're expecting to have that done in 2028.
Well, that bidding, actually, the bidding will go out in 2028. And at this point, the construction would be 2029. And that is still looking, still at the moment, looking like a $3 million bridge, 80% state and 20% us.
So it's $3 million project, and we got, what? 80% this,
What?
20% is ours.
Yeah.
And obviously over the next 3 years, that number's gonna change and increase and so forth, but that's, it just is the way it is. And what we have, because of the financing, and the line of credit, is a cash flow analysis that, I can probably send along to you, but just,
did we get the line of credit lined up? Is that done? Is
Oh, yeah.
it finished and signed off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're just
That was one
waiting
of our
for
questions.
their spending pattern.
Okay.
And,
That's
so
good news.
what we'll do is, you obviously make a payment, it's reimbursement based. You submit the reimbursement pretty quickly. You typically get your money within 30 days.
Yep.
And you just keep recycling the money. So the reimbursement money comes in and helps fund the next
Sure.
invoice. And so it's not like you need to come up with that 20% match all at once. You're getting your federal reimbursements in, which kind of mitigate the cash flow a little bit. At the end of the day, you have to have enough money to,
Yeah.
at the end of it. But
So what I'm hearing is that the timing on all of this is wrong.
well, it's always evolving. I mean,
No, I'm just saying what we have here on the sheet, like we're not getting a grant in 2027 for $2,900,000 some odd $1,000. Right?
well, no, I think that might be the line of credit. And so remember, we haven't accessed it yet because we're still developing some of these timelines.
Right.
So,
So from a planning perspective about how much cash we're gonna need, how should we look at this, I guess?
that's on the cash flow analysis.
Right, so if you send that,
Yeah.
maybe I can
And I think that,
go from
I
there.
think that Carrie Ann put some of this in. I mean, we had to know that to know how much to borrow, to know what our cash exposure
Yeah,
was.
she had a whole other sheet that she showed me at one
Yeah.
point in time.
Yes. Yes.
You know, month.
We took all those projects
Mhm.
and.
Yeah. I've seen it,
Yeah.
but I don't have it, so.
Sure. And I saw it last year and I saw it earlier this year. But, until the project gets a little riper, I don't need to see it. But.
So what I should-
Budget first, we want to be sure that we're putting enough money in the budget so we
That's
can
what I'm,
build up to 20%.
that's what,
Yeah.
so it would be helpful if, since I
Yes.
can't talk to Carrie Ann about these things, if it would be helpful if you asked her to send me that
Yeah.
sheet.
Yes.
That would be good.
Yeah.
And then I'll try to figure out how to put it into here
Yeah.
at some point in time.
Yeah. So that's transfer station.
And then this thing, you want to do the other bridges? We'll just do
Sure.
bridges for a minute.
Sure.
So where's the other one? Grist Mill Road, yeah, that's it.
Yep.
That's the next one.
Grist Mill is 100% reimbursement.
Right.
So that's actually pretty good because obviously it
Yeah.
has zero budgetary impact.
Mhm.
The only thing it has is some cash flow.
Yeah.
Right. We'll have to see what that drawdown is.
Mhm.
But
But at the end of the day, we'll be whole because the reimbursement.
Yeah, I understand. Be a little behind the power curve, but not too bad.
Yeah, at the moment, that's looking like a $6 million project. And, we've gone through the fee matrix and, fee negotiations and that sort of thing. And that's looking like a 2028 construction, which means we go out to bid in probably the third or fourth quarter of 2027.
So it is a 2028 expenditure theoretically.
Yeah.
Still, okay.
Yeah.
So that's accurate, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next big bridge is Potato Road.
Potato Road is reckoning up pretty quickly, and as of June 15th, that estimate was, well, maybe 2.9 million.
Yeah, we got, that's the number we had, 2.9.
Yeah, at one point in April, it was at 3.2 million.
Did they back down on some of it or?
Well, I think we're only gonna do half the road. No, I'm just kidding.
You have the bridge, you mean?
You mean?
This far. No, Goose Pond, we're only gonna do half the road. The right hand or the left hand? I don't know.
It's, most people can jump.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that far. It's a really small bridge.
It's the offside that's hard.
Go fast enough. If they angle the part just up a little bit, it's up coming the other way.
Yeah.
We'll leave it where it is, 2,000,009.
Yeah, so I'm estimating that we'll need about 300,000. I think, because we're, the way I understand it is it might be 100% federal construction and 80% reimbursement for design costs. So that would put it around 300,000. That's according to my notes from a time ago.
We're gonna need about 300,000 of our money.
Yeah, and at this point, we're still hoping to go out to bid this year,
Right.
which is why I'm racing to kind of get some easements nailed down.
Yeah, I know, yeah, I saw that paperwork.
Yeah. And then for 2027 construction.
Great. You need that bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the bridges.
Yeah.
Then we'll go to,
I think, excuse me, if you had a question, about a little up there, then the $52,000 number in 2026, you wanted to ask.
well, we're
Jeff
gonna get to
what
that in a minute. We're gonna go
Yeah,
back and
fine,
do,
fine.
we're gonna do Goose Pond
Go ahead.
culvert number 87/101.
Goose Pond Road?
Yeah, Goose Pond culvert, it says. There's a engineering number of some kind or other, a state number of some.
That's your state identification number.
But there's nothing that we're planning on doing that until 2050,
Yeah,
so people care, right?
Well, we have contracted for the design of the entire road. So that when we get to the point of actually reclaiming it and doing some asphalt, we can do some of that. So that'll involve the permitting for the 20 or 30, 40 culverts that are there along the way. And we did take out a $2.1 million bond.
Yeah, something like that. This one right here is before we get to that project.
Yeah.
This is one that was done concrete box culvert.
Yeah.
So it's nothing. Right now, there's nothing scheduled on that one.
Right, we're still just doing the design of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's that particular one. There are other Goose Pond ones you can see over Hickson Bridge, Goose Pond Brook, couple of, another one. So there are others that we were planning on doing some work. We'll see it as we go through it, but let's just go to, let's do this North Larry Road thing because it appears that there was.
Here off from 118, off from Stevens Road.
Well, when I say I don't know that, I know nothing about what we ought to do there, who's gonna do it, when it's gonna happen, how it's gonna.
That's what I understand. I'm just saying, this is where we were last year. There was a plan.
I have it. There was a plan for 52,000 expenditure this year. I have never heard of anything, any projects being done up there.
No, none of us had. That's why
No.
we were hoping you might have.
No.
had.
So we're gonna remove that expense for the time being,
Well, let's,
or do you wanna look into that?
do you want to drive out there when you get a minute, just kind of see if there's some glaring thing that put it on somebody's radar?
The only thing I know is the first bridge you come to, the guardrail thing, Hugh had sent you something about. The guardrail company wouldn't touch it without engineering.
The engineering.
This is a number I'm guessing Chet put in there. and I
Yes.
Don't know
Exactly.
what.
And I don't know why either.
Nothing I know about.
I hate to take road projects off a list,
I'm not taking.
So
it off.
something's gonna have to be
but
done
it
there,
takes the amount out.
Yeah,
because now that we know about it, we've got a liability on it,
sure.
so.
Do we have any
Leave it.
notification in writing or anything written of?
Remind me what
Of any deficiencies on there?
remember what the problem is here.
I'd have to look, so.
All right, so why don't we do this? You guys look into it. We're gonna move it to 2027 just for kicks.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
What's the problem with the guardrails again?
Basically, they're like homemade guardrails on it, and the company won't,
We talked.
like CWS Pets won't even look at redoing them without engineering. for the
Probably
bridge.
see if the bridge will hold them.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's another thing called a Goose Pond over Hickson, which I assume it must, I don't know, what.
Well, that probably represents breaking the Goose Pond Road reconstruction into two phases. One up to.
Hinson
that
Brook.
Brook.
Yeah, that was about
Yeah,
halfway
to
there.
the Hanover
Yeah.
Town line.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there might be two categories for it, because it'll happen in different,
Well, there's something going on here. We have two numbers
That's the-
there. The two of them, both these two right here.
That's the bridge at the dam.
that probably involves the engineering costs for both sections, but.
Right, and it appears that we don't have for the first one here, this Goose Pond over Hickson business, whatever that is. We have nothing planned until 2066. There's nothing in the budget for that.
No, because that was done.
The Goose
Probably I'll
Pond,
get on the other side of some of these bond payments before they do that half the road, I don't know.
this other one, on the other hand, we have a $50,000 expenditure in the supposedly it's gonna be spent in 2027. This guy. This one right here.
That would be the one bridge by the dam,
I think that's more guardrail stuff.
probably.
It wouldn't surprise me that Chet, because of his highway background, would put placeholders in for some of those.
Because I had conversation with him about some of these. And unfortunately, the conversation, next time we talked, he either forgot about the conversation or went out and looked and came up with a number, but never relayed any of his reasoning back on some of these numbers. So I don't know.
So we'll leave a 50,000.
50,000
Place
is
in there.
about placeholder, what you would.
Yeah, what
have
I'll
on
do is
target.
after we're done today, I'll write this up and send it to you, say, check North Larry, check this one. I'll send something out. Okay. So we
Because I was telling them, the only other thing, you've got the Goose Pond, the culvert, which is that box culvert, and this bridge that are at an age, those are concrete decks.
Mhm.
It's a matter if they need to have the asphalt peeled off and redo the membrane and repave. That would be the only thing that, other than guardrail work, would be the only other thing that they really looking at for maintenance at this point.
See, this is part of the problem with this spreadsheet. Carrie Ann did her best to carry all this
Mhm.
stuff forward, I'm sure, but if you look at that item we're just talking about, right? It says that the recommended year is 2031 and the expenditure is actually 2027.
Yeah.
So, the translation or the data that was there that she moved over, that Chet put in was obviously somewhere along the line, this whole thing is not 4x4. Right? So we'll, do our best to try and clean it up. I'll write up about them, what we have at some point in time. You guys. The Blackwater, Blackwater, this is interesting because it says you're getting ready to you to do something in a budgeted year, 2034, but there's no money in 2034. There's a zero, which is kind of interesting. Just maybe when she was,
That's the little bridge right behind the church, right, Scott?
Yes, and that's actually a multi-plate,
It is a,
big squash tube.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes.
yeah. So anyway, so there's, if you look at 2034, there is a zero in there, which kind of leads me to believe that she probably couldn't carry the number forward that was in there, whatever was planned, you know? So that's problematic. And then Blackwater over Muskoma,
That's the
And-
bridge at the other end.
yeah, recommended year in 2032, and we're budgeting it in 2023.
20 what?
It's probably just a typo.
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, you get the idea, right?
Numbers get superimposed there, or?
Nah, I don't know,
Maybe-
again,
maybe that's supposed to be 2032, might have been a.
Yeah.
Typo.
just, I don't know,
We don't know.
because I didn't deal with it.
You know, you're getting older. I remember when they replaced that bridge.
So that's
As I
problematic.
say,
You have to jump off the old bridge.
River Road over
if
Muskoma,
I can get that list
Yeah.
right there, I can look up.
River Road over, oh, yeah,
Bridge
okay.
report.
yeah, that's, planning on doing something, $50,000 worth, another $50,000 job. And, in 2027 but it says
River Road
recommended
over
year is
Mascoma.
2090 and budgeted year is 2014.
That's the one out by Romero Big Street.
Yes.
Well, I mean, this is the problem
Yeah, I know.
that we have,
Yeah.
right, with where we were with whatever that tool was that Chet had.
Hmm.
And then we decided that we would have Carrie Ann take on the responsibility of trying to, bring all that forward in a more simple fashion. And this is now where we have wound up.
But remember, we also had a bunch of these numbers that we pointed to Chet were in the wrong place that he was going to adjust, so we
Totally,
don't know.
that's what I'm just,
Yeah.
we are where we are is the issue, right? And we know we have a problem, particularly with all of this year's and stuff, that we have to address at some point in time. But I think if we can just get in the short term, the next 6 years, what we're thinking about expending on, what we're doing with bridges. I think that's pretty
Yeah.
clear. When I get that sheet, I'll try to do that, see if I can work up something that makes sense. But all of this, all the other things are really culverts, right? They're not bridges, they're culvert issues. So, you guys could take a look at those roads and these things. Because all these numbers, like this thing has a number, 123, 126, right?
That's what I said,
Yeah,
that
so
state
there's a-
ID
there's a
number,
thing
it will be on the state report.
Right, so I think if you guys can, at some point in time, take a look at that and say, yes, we need to do work and we're gonna do it in this year and here's what it's gonna cost roughly. That would clean up the issue, right? And then we know what we need.
that in?
Yeah, that's not my problem.
Oh, he's pointing at Bob.
I'm just
I know.
trying to help you get organized here. So there's that, we talked about that. So there's that one. So I'll write up the problem children, if you will. There's another one, Upper Bridge, Upper Trestle Flood Mitigation Business. I don't know what the hell that means.
That was through FEMA.
That's been done, is what we're
No.
saying? No. And then Lower Trestle Flood Mitigation, that's done in 2024? No.
No.
So,
Some of that flood mitigation was FEMA proposal. And I think a lot of that program was dropped, wasn't it? Was denied?
Believe so, yeah.
Because I know they came in and did the
Dropped or
proposal,
denied, yeah, right.
and I'm pretty sure FEMA denied the
Right.
proposal.
Right.
so we're not doing anything with those.
No, not at this point.
At this point.
All right, so I'll take this thing, I'll make a little thing of it, I'll write some things up and ship it to you guys, and if you can, at some point in time, next month.
Decode it.
Yeah. So I think, from a scheduling standpoint.
At least try and get eyes on them, yeah.
Yeah, if there's something that needs to be done, we. schedule
Right.
it, It's not send it.
Yeah.
And it could be that Chip was just kind of overshooting and I know he did a lot of work on the road.
Yeah.
Which is good, but,
He had a lot of road knowledge, which made it very easy to work with.
right.
We could do
Whether,
an
whether that
engineering.
schedule we can afford to keep to is another thing.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And that's all we need to know, right? So we can ask how much we want for the warrant for this year. You know what I mean? That's really where we're trying to get to. And what do we want for bridges and culverts, fellas? How much money we want to ask for, right? And that's usually a select board warrant, correct?
So we've been putting money into that bridge account every year for quite a while. We haven't actually built a bridge now in a few years. How much money is in that account now? Do we
Not
know?
enough.
I'm just curious, how much?
I,
Maybe not enough.
if you just give me a minute,
Yeah.
if
How
you
long
give
do we
me,
have to wait?
if you give me a minute, budget stuff.
Yeah, it gave you a big head start.
Employee listings, painted funds. There you go. Okay. All right, so make this bigger because you don't see anything. Bigger, good. These are all of your funds,
Yeah, right.
funds, right?
The cemetery.
So where are we looking for? We're looking for,
Bridges. Oh.
bridge repair and maintenance.
Yeah.
42,000.
We only got
Oh, God.
$42,000.
Is that all?
Well, let me make sure, because I think sometimes it runs to the end of the
I
thing
would-
changes.
Thought there should be.
61,000. Yeah.
See what, even that's
That's
not
your
much.
current number.
That's not a lot.
That's not gonna,
Yeah.
that's
That's not
about
gonna
10%.
No, I know, I know. I understand.
But that's how much you got in there. Right? So we're gonna have to ask for money. We're gonna have to ask for money, Scott. Right? Yeah. So this is why I was asking for this, Jack. So we have, at least we know where we stand, with some of these things, right? Have all the numbers and start to figure it out, but, so.
Well, I'm wondering if some of this stuff shouldn't be expensed from the operating budget, because it's not like
That's
you can't, I'm
great.
gonna say it this way, you can't not vote for water hero, because we're in for a dime, in for a dollar on the road projects. You've already signed these contracts.
Good.
So it's not like we can decide, no, we're not gonna pay you back.
Yeah.
No, I understand. Well, that's why, look, I'm in the strange position, I guess, of chairing two committees. One of them is the reserve fund, basically, where we save money for the future, right?
Yeah.
And then the budget committee where we have to spend money now.
Right.
So, like we had that conversation, you weren't here with Steve and, Mr. Jordan, about, whether things should be in the operating or the other one, and so they're gonna provide us with additional data so we
And
can,
it's not better to split it up on both sides.
I don't disagree, so it's just a question of where, right, because we want the budget to pass, right? We don't wanna have to go to a default budget, that's pretty clear, right? Because that would be really not fun.
Wouldn't be good.
No. So, and then, but there are certain things that we have to do that we don't want to risk. Oh, town decided not to approve this one or approve the other one. Like we had two of them go crash and burn last year. And that's why, hopefully we're going to be able to go out and do, meetings, go out to the public rather than wait for them to come to us.
And some of the warrant article will play on the wording of what we're
Right.
obligated to do, what the benefit is.
Understood.
Why
Yeah.
we're only paying 20 cents on the dollar, and we've already borrowed the money.
Like, yeah,
Sort of thing.
But do any of these contracts that we've signed, the money covering those expenses really needs to be in the general fund budget, not here, because we've already committed to that payment.
Well, yes, so where are you saying it should be? Where do you think it should be?
The contracts we've signed where we have committed making payment on these,
Yeah, those
pretty
have to
much
be in the
that
operating
needs to be in the operating budget.
Absolutely.
We cannot do that under a warrant article for this. because-
Payments, yeah.
Yeah, we have to make those payments.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. So, just gonna, anyway, there's a lot of stuff it's gonna be an interesting budget cycle.
Yeah.
What do you think? You tell me. I don't have, is there any other business?
We already asked that question.
Right.
Was it?
Does Jack have any, do you have anything else you wanna talk about?
Well, I did bring, my note, but it'll probably take about an hour.
Yeah. Can I get my water?
I make a motion to adjourn.
No, seriously, do you have any other? I mean, we're okay with fire. We got the update on EMS from Stephen.
What I want to make sure of in the fire budget is there, from a budget point of view.
Yeah.
Is that there's enough money in there properly budgeted for the overtime. Because we went through the whole budget process, I don't know how that went. And the overtime budget was woefully inadequate.
EMS.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have the issue with, the people, on call sleeping here.
Yeah, and
All
that
the
may be
time.
another decision that has to get made in terms of that.
Well, I think that, at some point in time, somebody needs to sit down with the EMS crowd and say, you guys we can't fund you forever. This is, you gotta figure out how to run your business properly, which they're not doing at this particular moment. Right? And I don't know what the impact of the Grafton business is gonna have on all of that, but somebody needs to be addressing that, and that would be you, Scott, and your other cronies over there, the two nut jobs.
Right.
But
Steve,
let's do
It's
something.
it's a conversation we'll be having.
yeah,
Look, I'm happy to, look, I have some skills that can help, figure out how to make things better, but if you want me in the meeting, I'm happy to put my 2 cents in anytime. If not, then I'm happy to just go about my merry business, doing what I
Steve
normally
did
do.
just tell me that he was shocked at how much that we just got on insurance payment for the transfer work.
Yeah, it was like a couple hundred thousand maybe.
We say 136 on just one payment, and he just billed out, what did he say, another 60 something or whatever? But he said that he actually received payment on what they billed without the delays that they were getting.
Yeah, Scott, this is a business,
Yes,
and you should be forecasting on what your business looks like. So you don't have these problems.
but if you also remember the problem, when I started as selectman.
Yeah.
We had 5 years of billing out with minimal payment back. And they were still just plugging
Right.
that same.
So anyway, I have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to
Do I
adjourn.
have a second?
Second,
All those in favor?
Right.
Any opposed? Monarchs opposed?
Oh, my God.
Thank you all. Next meeting is August 26th at 4 o'clock.
Wanted me to
Thank you.
just